So I want to show you guys this duplex in Sunnyside, Houston. This Sunnyside is right by Medical Center. Okay, it's about 10 minutes from Medical Center, 15 minutes from downtown Houston. And the NRG Stadium, I think it's about 9 minutes from here. So it's a very, very good rental market.
So real quick, I wanted to show you guys Sunnyside on the map, so you get a general idea of where it's located on the map and the major landmarks around it. So this is Sunnyside, okay, bound by these red dots, okay. Here it is, Sunnyside. The vast majority of Sunnyside is enclosed in this map. The zip code is 77051 is the major zip code, okay. And as you can see, the freeway that you mostly use to come into Sunnyside is 288. That runs top to bottom, okay. And you can see also the 610 freeway that runs across it from the top. So those will be the major freeways that will bring you into Sunnyside. There's 288, okay, and the 610 freeways. All right. And first thing you will notice, of course, is let me show you guys downtown first. Downtown is directly north of Sunnyside. So as you can see, here is downtown Houston, okay? And it's about 15 minutes from Sunnyside, right? On the right of it is Hobby Airport, okay? Another 15 to 20 minutes from Sunnyside. West of Sunnyside, a little to the northwest, is NRG Stadium, about 9-10 minutes, all right? And then northwest as well, it's Medical Center, about 10 minutes from Sunnyside. So between NRG Stadium, there's always events here, conventions, trade shows, exhibitions, all kinds of stuff. There's always going to be a steady supply of Airbnb guests, all right, if you were to use your property here for Airbnb. Okay, also the airport here will bring you a good supply of Airbnb guests as well, all right? And then, because most people that will come through this airport wouldn't want to go too far from this area, they probably want to stay around here. And there's a good amount of Airbnb, especially brand new construction that look really nice in this area. So most of them would probably gravitate towards those properties, okay? And then there's another convention center, the George Brown Convention Center, that's somewhere, let me see, it's somewhere here, I believe, between, I know it's looped in between the 10 freeway, the 288, and the 45 freeway. Let me zoom in and see if I can capture that. It's somewhere here, I believe. The George Brown Convention Center. Here it is. Okay, George Brown Convention Center. So it's here between the 69, 45, and 288. All right. So that also, they also host all kinds of conventions year round. Okay. So that should also bring you a good amount of Airbnb guests. All right. So now you have, let me increase this a little bit. So now you have George Brown Convention Center, about 15 minutes to Sunnyside. Downtown, about 15 minutes to Sunnyside. Medical Center, about 10 minutes to Sunnyside. NRG Stadium, about 10 minutes to Sunnyside at the most. And Hobby Airport, 15 to 20 minutes to Sunnyside. All of this would bring you a steady supply of good quality tenants and steady supply of Airbnb guests if you were to do Airbnb with your property in Sunnyside. And I thought I should show you guys that.
So this is what a typical duplex, a brand new construction duplex would look like. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys around. Let me flick this camera and try to show you guys, okay, what this duplex looks like on the inside. But I know there's, like in Nigeria, duplex is kind of considered top and bottom, right? But here, duplex is basically 2 living units. So it could be something like this where you have one tenant living on one side on the top and bottom parts, okay? And then another tenant living on the other side on the top and bottom part, okay? So that's a duplex. It could be top and bottom, or it could be side by side. Like in this case, it's side by side. There's unit A on this side, and there's unit B on this side. And each tenant will have access to both the top and the bottom floors, okay? Another way you could have a duplex, it could also be a bungalow in Nigeria, okay? Here it's called a one-story. But a bungalow could also be a duplex, okay? They'll just have a wall right in the center that divides it into one unit on the left side and then another unit on the right side, okay? And then also, they can also build a duplex to where it's stacked. Call it a stackable duplex, where you have one unit on the first floor or the ground floor, okay? A tenant owns the whole unit on the first floor, and then they have another tenant on the second floor, okay? So, but in this case, this particular duplex is side by side. One unit on the left side called unit A, and then the other unit on the right side, unit B, okay? So I'm gonna show you guys what the inside looks like, but this is something that you could either put 2 tenants in it, okay, and maximize your cash flow, or if you're a first-time home buyer, you could actually just live on one side and rent out the other side, all right? And something a lot of people are doing now, a lot of investors, they'll buy the duplex and then furnish the interior and use it for Airbnb, especially for this kind of location where you have downtown just 15 minutes away, medical center about 10 minutes away, NRG Stadium, always having conventions there. So this is a very, very good rental market for this kind of duplexes. And if you stick to the end of this video, I'm gonna tell you how much you're gonna gross from renting both sides of this duplex. But before that, I'm gonna show you the interior of this duplex so you can get an idea of what a typical brand new construction duplex would look like in Houston, okay? All right, so here you go. Once you come in, this will be your living area. Okay, this one is already actually staged. Okay. This will be your living area. And you see how open it is? And then that takes you to the second floor. Again, one tenant, if you were to put a long-term tenant, would own both the first floor and the second floor on this side. And it would be exactly the same floor plan on the other side. So I'm just gonna show you guys this particular unit. Here is the kitchen. As you can see, the fridge will go here. Waterfall island. That will be your dining and breakfast area. Okay. And here will be your half bath. Okay. So let me show you guys the kitchen again. And here is the utility room for your washer and dryer. Close that out. Electric cooktop. See the black backsplash. Dishwasher. The waterfall countertop. With your soft close cabinets. Okay. All right, of course your microwave. So this is what a typical living area for your duplex to look like, okay? You have your nice chandelier here, your pendant lights for the kitchen island, and then here is your backyard. I'm gonna show you guys the backyard later. Let me show you guys the interior first, and then I'll come down and show you guys the backyard. But let me show you guys the second floor. And of course, the chandelier is another nice feature. Got this wood staircase and then luxury carpet throughout the second floor. And this has got 3 bedrooms on each side, okay? 3 bedrooms per unit. So you got 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bath on each unit. So let me show you guys. This is the first bedroom. All rooms with ceiling fans and luxury carpet. Okay. The closet. This is the second bedroom. Okay, again with ceiling fans. Of course, central AC throughout the whole unit. As the closet. Okay. And then this is a secondary bathroom. Secondary bathroom. It's got the porcelain tile flooring. Again, soft close cabinets. Granite countertops with gold finishes. Okay. This is, of course, the bathtub with good shower head. Okay. And then let me show you guys the master bedroom. Okay. 3 windows that lets in a lot of natural light. Again, you have your luxury carpets. A walk-in closet. Okay. And here is your master bathroom. Again, porcelain tile floors, soft close cabinets with gold finishes. Okay. Your LED light mirrors. Okay. And your huge walk-in shower with glass doors, gold finishes, gold shower head. Okay. All right. Okay, 3 bedroom, 2.5 bath per unit duplex. And you have the exact same floor plan on the other side. On unit A, I showed you guys the unit B. Okay. And let me show you guys the backyard. Okay. Here's your backyard. Okay. And here's your backyard. Okay, a very good sized backyard, of course separated in the center so that each tenant has their own private backyard.